Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great morning this morning. It is Saturday morning. As always, a coffee kind of morning. Finally back with you after a long week of work. I wanted to continue. Sorry, I'm struggling here. I wanted to continue my digging in my collection. This is going to be part 2 of digging in my collection, where I just randomly pick some albums that I haven't heard in a while. These are all single albums, meaning that I only have one, obviously, of their discography, or maybe they just have one in their discography as a band or an artist. But some great stuff that I discovered. There may be a part 3. I'm not sure. I think there will be. I'm not sure when that will be. A couple days or so. But this is part 2 of digging in my collection. And it's a lot of fun. Always fun. It's cheap. I'm not going out and spending money on stuff. And I'm rediscovering all these great bands and artists. So this first one here, this is the Inmates. The album Shot in the Dark. Inmates, British kind of pub rock band. Formed around 78 or so. This is a 1980 release. Their second studio album. It's on the Polydor label. Great album. A lot of fun. I love the opening track. Thought I heard a heartbeat. Feeling good. Almost kind of a rockabilly style song. Talk Talk. You got the gritty vocals of Bill Hurley. Sounds a little like George Thorogood. Kinda, in a way. You got Bill Hurley, lead guitar and vocals, Peter Gunn, bass guitar, Ben Donnelly, and rhythm guitar and vocals, Tony Oliver, and drums, Jim Russell. Yeah, awesome album, The Inmates. Haven't heard that one in a while, but looking forward to spinning it again today. British supergroup. This is GTR. I've shown this one a couple years ago, but again, it's been a couple years. It's on the Arista label. When I say supergroup, it's got 2 massive guitarists, amazing guitarists. You got Steve Howe on guitar, synthesizer, and backing vocals, and you got the amazing Steve Hackett, a guitar, synthesizer, and backing vocals. You also have Max Bacon on lead vocals, Phil Spalding on bass, and Jonathan Mover on drums. This is their one and only album. So remember earlier when I was saying these are single albums. Some bands only put one. These only put the one album out. 1986 release. Produced one single, When the Heart Rules the Mind, and The Hunter is another one, kind of a minor single off of this one. But that's the title, or sort of the opening track, When the Heart Rules the Mind. Then you have The Hunter, Here I Wait, Sketches in the Sun, Jekyll and Hyde, You Can Still Get Through, Reach Out, Never Say No, Toe the Line, Hackett to Bit, and Imagining. But awesome album. 80s sounding for sure, but great supergroup. This next one, I definitely haven't heard this one in a while. Still has the Shrink on it. It's always fun to find albums with the Shrink on it, even when you're digging through a collection. This is Howler, America Give Up. Kind of could be a title that's relevant today. These guys are a great indie rock band from Minnesota. Indie rock, surf rock, or garage rock. Formed in 2010, so fairly recent band. This is their debut album. Sorry. This is their debut album. This is the inner sleeve. You've got Jordan Gatesmith, Max Petrick, France Camp, Brent Mays, and Ian Nygaard. These guys are young. These guys are pretty young as far as a band, but they put together a great album. And you got, I'm not going to say the first word, you got Back to the Grave. This one's different. America, Too Much Blood, Wailing, Making Out, Told You Once, Back of Your Neck, Free Drunk, Black Lagoon. Some great tracks. You'd think with the name of Howler it'd be a really heavy album, but it's not. It's an indie garage rock type of sound, but great album. Again, haven't listened to it in quite a while, but I bought it new, and happy to have it in my collection. This was a amazing VCLT from Aaron Mutha Alamar, one of the most giving people in the VC. He kept the hype sticker on here. This is Hits. At first, when I first got it, I was called an HYTS because I didn't know it was called Hits. But you can tell it's from Aaron because he uses the MoFi sleeves all the time, which is fantastic. And this one is on the Gold Mountain label. I don't see that one too often. But yeah, this is band from California. You got Pat Little on lead vocals and guitars, Tommy Thompson on vocals and keyboards, Roy Garcia on drums and vocals, and Stan Miller on vocals and bass. It's also a promo copy on here. Lady of the Night, Love Blind, Backstabber, Better Watch Out, This Is Your Night, You're the One, Back on the Streets, Tears Will Flow, Love Taker, Hold You Through the Night. Really cool album. Rockin' album as well. So again, as always, Aaron, thank you so much. You're amazing. And we've known each other through the vinyl community for years, and it's always nice to have him comment on my videos and vice versa. I wish I had more time to watch everyone's videos. I don't have a lot of time to watch because of stupid work. But anyway, Jean-Luc Ponty, Taste for Passion. Amazing jazz fusion violinist. Still around 81 years old. He is this year. Started way back in 1958. I didn't realize he started that long ago. This is 1979 release. And this was nominated also for the Best Rock Instrumental of the 1981 Grammys. So it's a pretty amazing album, pretty cool album. Different than what I'm used to in my collection, obviously. It's on the Atlantic label. The cover needs some TLC, but the album itself is great. Jean-Luc Ponty, of course, organ, electric piano, also a violinist. Just such a great jazz fusion artist. Again, I don't have a lot of jazz fusion in my collection. It's also Canadian pressing, but yeah, awesome stuff. I have to get more from him for sure. This is a cool jazz. This is a cool live album by Lee Michaels. And a cool cover as well. Kind of a cutout cover. But double album, live album from Mr. Michaels. This guy's amazing. Keyboardist, pianist, guitarist. Also formed a shrimp restaurant called Killer Shrimp. Still going today, which is cool. 1973 release. This live album is. It's called Keith Knudsen on drums as well. Famous for being on in the Doobie Brothers. 6 minutes drum solo in this one as well. Great, fantastic live performance. The crowd's really into it. Again, it's been a moment since I've listened to this one, but This one's on the A&M Records label. And nice find. Nice find. There's Mr. Nuts in there. But he's got quite a few albums out, Mr. Lee Michaels. But this is a really good live album. If you don't know it, definitely check it out. From Lee Michaels. This is Love and Rockets, 7 Dreams of a Teenage Heaven. 3-piece band. These guys are from England, Northampton. Formed in 85, the band was. This is a 1985 debut. And you've got Daniel Ash on vocals and guitar and saxophone. David J on bass. And Kevin Haskin on drums and synth. Kind of alt-rock, post-punk sounding band. Nice gatefold as well. And it's on Vertigo album label. But this is a really good album. Really, really good album. Nice find. But it's been a moment since I listened to it, as all of these have been. So cool to dig and find this great album in my collection. Love and Rockets. Shooting Star. I love that cover. Trashy hotel room. Has a motorcycle travels through it. I don't know how they did that photograph, but this is Hang On To Your Life, the album. It's on the Virgin record label. The first band, I believe, to be put on the Virgin label. From Missouri, formed in 1978. It's a second album from these guys. Rock and hard rock, but they have a violin solo in here as well. One of the band members plays violin, which is Charles Watts. Violin vocals. You got Gary West on guitars and keyboards and lead vocals. Van McLean on lead guitar and lead vocals. Charlie Watts on violin and vocals. Steve Thomas on drums. Ron Berlin on bass and Bill Guffey on keyboards. But a really good rockin' album. Shooting Star. This next one I definitely had to show. This is Peter Tosh and Legalize It. Love that cover. Fine, fine. I don't have a lot of reggae albums. I've got, obviously, this one and Bob Marley. Greatest hits, but that's it for my reggae stuff. But unfortunately, Peter Tosh, or Winston Herbert McIntosh, as he was known legally, Jamaican reggae musician, multi-instrumentalist as well. One of the core members of the Wailers, which worked with Bob Marley and the Wailers. But he was murdered in 1987 during a home invasion. And he was only 42 when he died. It's terrible. This is his debut solo album, and it's a plea basically to legalize marijuana. Obviously, legalize it. But yeah, I was noticing that who does some backing vocals? Rita Marley. I'm sure is that Bob Marley's wife? I'm not sure. She does some backing vocals on this one as well, which is cool. But yeah, Peter Tosh, reggae guitar on here. But I can't remember where I got this. I think I was given this one. But yeah, cool stuff. Unfortunately, I don't know who a V is, but thank you, V, for trading that in. And finally, This is a unique individual, but an amazing album. Rock, surprisingly, a great, great album. This is Wendy Williams and the album Wow. Um, this is, again, surprisingly a cool rockin' album. It's on the Passport Records label. Kiss is all over this one, for sure. Obviously, Wendy Williams, former lead singer of the punk band Plasmatics. She's pretty had a wild stage presence, partial nudity, exploding equipment, firing a shotgun, chainsawing guitars. I mean, man. Unfortunately, she died at 48. But wonderful rock album, produced by Gene Simmons from Kiss. But you also have Ace Frehley playing guitar, Paul Stanley playing guitar, Eric Carr playing drums, and Gene Simmons under the name of Reginald Van Helsing playing bass on this one. But yeah, awesome album, really cool. And she also was nominated for a Best Female Vocal Performance in 1985 for this album as well. So there you have it, guys. There's cool 10 albums that I've listened to, but I haven't listened to in a while, and I have fun digging through these. And I'll probably be back again with another 10 coming up to wrap everything up. But have yourself a great rest of the day. Love you all. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye now.